Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I'll do my best to contain my remarks to the actual content of the bill. This government was elected on a clear mandate to tackle serious crime, to support our police and keep communities across the UK safe. This bill is a clear commitment from this government that they are following through on these promises, and I commend them for it. Throughout the pandemic, our local police forces have continued to work through extremely difficult circumstances, often risking their own safety to ensure the safety of others and of ourselves and our loved ones, just as they do in normal times, running towards danger as we may run away. I'd like to personally thank the North Wales Police Force for their hard work in keeping all of us in Delyn and across North Wales safe. Police in Wales is a particular challenge, as responsibility for health regulations is devolved, whilst responsibility for policing is not. So despite often being pulled in disparate directions by some of the interestingly questionable political decisions that are made in Wales, I'm proud that our local police force have carried on with their duties by keeping communities safe and tackling crime. Just as our police have protected us, it's now time that we make sure that we help protect them and their work. As my honourable friend from Bishop Auckland said in her contribution yesterday, it's important that we protect the protectors and give them the support that they need through appropriate powers and sentencing. And we'll be protecting our police forces and frontline workers who sacrifice so much to keep us safe by increasing the maximum sentence for assaulting an emergency worker and enshrining the police covenant into law. We'll be protecting our communities by ensuring that the most dangerous criminals will be properly punished, through introducing life sentences for killer drivers, ending the automatic early release of serious offenders, and extending whole life orders for the worst, those who are guilty of killing children. Madam Deputy Speaker, this is a bill that will make a real difference. It's a bill that will help keep us safe. It protects our police. It strengthens our justice system, preventing further families from going through the pain of not getting the justice they deserve. I'm not going to pretend that this is a perfect bill. I sympathise with some of the concerns that have been raised about provisions which refer to protest. So while I welcome this bill for the good it brings to our society and to our justice system, I'm sure that in committee these provisions will be carefully considered and scrutinised. Madam Deputy Speaker, in closing, I'd like to remind all members that the second reading we are considering and voting on the general aims and principles of a bill. So to throw the whole thing out at this stage is just irresponsible. As this bill works towards a safer and more just society, I'd be deeply saddened if we have members opposite voting against it at second reading, which could only be to score a political point, or more worryingly, because they don't wish to see a society which protects its people and its police force.